to take this title, bring this title home, and just this is just the beginning of many big things that Mikey could accomplish.
He's taking on Dijon. He's a champion for a reason. He's a southpaw. Mikey does have the height and reach advantage. So what does he have to do to come out victorious?
Look, we do have the height and reach advantage, so gotta use it. You know what I mean? Use it. Plus, that's the way Mikey fights, anyways. Mikey fights very smart, very cautious. He always fights on the outside. So why should we do something different?
Mikey coming in at 83% KO ratio, and Dijon's already also saying that he's gonna knock Mikey out. Is this fight gonna end in a knockout?
Well, look, Dijon has power, but I don't know if he's ever looked at Mikey's record too. Mikey has power too. Dijon hasn't fought nobody near the caliber of Mikey. His title fight, against a guy from Central America doesn't mean nothing to me. Seeing him win that title doesn't mean anything to me. He had a good win against Red Catch. He had a good win against the guy from England. I can't even think of his name right now. But he's had a couple of good wins, but nothing compared to Mikey. So look, if the fight ends up into a brawl, he can't be so sure that he's the only one that's going to knock Mikey out, because Mikey has power. Mikey could knock him out too. So it's just a matter of who lands the better punch. And that's if Mikey makes that mistake of trading with him. Mikey's too smart for that.
We know that obviously he's focused on this fight, and there's always talk about the next fight. As in this case, they talk about Manny, Pacquiao, Lomachenko. Of course, focusing on this fight. But in your opinion, if it was up to you, who would you like to see Mikey face in the next two fights that perhaps he could have this year?
Look, like I said, in a perfect boxing world, me picking the fights, I think Mikey could fight Pacquiao. I would love that fight. I think Mikey could fight Lomachenko if Lomachenko decides to move up in weight. I don't know if that will be smart for him so quick. But there's so many fights out there. There's Terence Crawford fight. There's unification fights against Linares and Flanagan. It's just so many out there. But like I said, in a perfect world, we don't have that in boxing. There's so many politics with promoters, with managers, with different TV networks that those fights might never happen. But me, in a perfect world, it would be fighting Pacquiao. Pacquiao's last fight was not even on HBO. So why wouldn't Pacquiao come to Showtime and let's do a big pay-per-view fight sometime in April? But Pacquiao's got other plans. You know what I mean? He's fighting somebody else in Australia. So we can't change that around. Lomachenko might stay at 130 to fight Salido, so we can't change that either. So we just gotta go for whatever's available. Whatever's available. The bigger the fights are, the better for Mikey. But we can't make those fights happen if they're not available. So we just take our time.
And one last one.